They say you hear the loudest screams in silence. 300 feet below the surface, wrapped in steel and pressure, there's no sky, no signal, no escape, just the hum of the reactor and the slow suffocation of time. We surfaced on a gray morning. Salt crusted the hull. Men rushed topside like they were being born again. Laughter, cigarettes, the stench of re-entry into the world. I didn't run, I walked. Logged into my inbox like a man peeling off a bandage he knows is stuck to bone. One unread email. Subject line, please read, important. I opened it with hands that didn't shake. Dear John, the irony didn't escape me. Cliché, cruel. I'm keeping the house. The kids are better off with someone stable. Mark, my new boyfriend, he's more of a father than you ever were. A judge will see that too. I want you to understand that I'm doing what's best for them. For me. I read it twice. Then once more, slowly, like a checklist. I hit reply, typed 2 words, no worries. Then I logged out and began counting the days. You develop a strange kind of faith on a submarine, not in people, in systems, in processes. Faith that when everything goes dark, there's a reason, that somewhere, someone has a plan. Claire didn't just cheat, she rewrote the narrative. I was no longer a father, just a faded shadow she could wipe from the photos and fill with another man's smile. It wasn't the betrayal that broke me, it was her certainty, the finality in her tone, the way she didn't even bother to lie. She'd already packed the boxes in her mind, sealed them with tape and arrogance. And yet, she didn't know me at all. We were submerged for 93 days. That's 2,232 hours of silence. Plenty of time to think, to dissect every word she'd ever said in hindsight. The pieces didn't just fall into place, they screamed into alignment. I remembered her sudden interest in privacy boundaries, the new gym schedule, her fake fatigue when I called, the kids' forced enthusiasm. It wasn't Mark that angered me, it was how easily she thought I'd disappear. So I got to work, quietly, efficiently. Before deployment, I had granted her full control of our joint accounts for emergencies. I revoked that access through my lawyer remotely, preemptively. The house, bought with my inheritance, still legally in my name. I sent a silent notice to escrow to begin revaluation for sale. I assigned a family lawyer, hired a forensic accountant. They combed through Claire's recent expenditures, her messages. There was more than cheating. There was fraud, funds funneled into her personal ventures, travel booked with business consultants. When you give someone everything, you learn what they'd steal if they thought you'd never come home. By day 80, I had built the structure. Now I just had to let her walk into it. The first time I checked my phone on land, I had 42 missed calls, all from her, some voicemails, each more desperate than the last, sobbing, screaming. One ended with just silence and shallow breathing. Then her voice cracked through the final message. You didn't have to go this far. No one's with me. I lost the kids, the house, everything. What have you done? I didn't reply. Instead, I called my lawyer. Custody had been filed weeks prior, evidence submitted. Her infidelity, financial misconduct, emotional instability, all documented. Strategically timed to move as soon as I resurfaced. The kids? With my sister in Maine, safe, happy. Temporarily reassigned under emergency guardianship due to Claire's unfit environment. I played by the rules, but I wrote them first. I met her only once after, in the courthouse lobby. She looked like a woman who hadn't slept in weeks, thin, makeup cracked, eyes hollow. She rushed toward me like she was running from a burning building. "Why?" she whispered. I looked at her, looked through her. She wasn't the woman I married, just the shell that used my last name. I handed her a folder. Inside, copies of bank withdrawals, messages between her and Mark discussing ways to squeeze me legally, a timeline of her activities. She flipped through it with trembling hands. Then she saw the custody agreement. "You stole my children!" she gasped. I said nothing. She blinked like she couldn't understand the gravity of her own undoing. "They were mine!" she whimpered. I finally spoke. "No, they were never yours to weaponize." Then I walked away. The ocean teaches you things. That darkness is survivable. That silence is revealing. That pressure either breaks you or purifies you. Claire lost everything, but I didn't take it from her. She gave it away, piece by careless piece. I didn't rage. I didn't retaliate in fury. I just removed the illusion that she could win. And when that illusion died, so did her power. People ask if I ever loved her. I did. But now I only remember the moment I said, "No worries." Because that's the moment I stopped being her victim and became her reckoning.